for Yugi Moto to get revamped. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Sam from Team Samurai X20 here. Happy Friday! Guys, it's Friday. Today, I'm coming at you with an official Gazelle King of Mythical Beasts Yugi style fusion deck post Duelist Nexus. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys an in-depth deck profile and showcase you guys exactly on what this deck does, covering the brand new illusion monsters, and at the same time go over the two bread and butter combos that you guys must know when it comes to playing this Yugi deck for 2023. Guys, be sure to smash the thumbs up button for more deck profiles, and let me know in the comments below on what deck profiles you guys want me to showcase next when it comes to brand new ban lists and also brand new sets that comes out here in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. Oh, and you guys are probably wondering, Sam, what sleeves are you using for all your deck profiles? Well, the best sleeves in the entire world, SP White Supreme Pro. Use these sleeves now and you can become a pro, because the pro players like Pac, TCG, Jesse Kun, and so many more, the most beautiful and soft sliding, gliding sleeves in the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, these are the sleeves for you. And what are you waiting for? Get your sleeves today in the link down below at tx1.com. I got a bunch of bundles where you guys can save a ton of money on getting these sleeves. There are 3 bundles, 5 bundles, and even an entire case where you buy 18 packs of sleeves and you get 12 packs for absolutely free. And on top of that, use the coupon code PAC10 or Potato10 for 10% off your entire sleeve order. So it's savings on top of savings. You know what I'm saying? So guys, get your sleeves today. All right, guys, don't waste any more of your time. Without further ado, let's just start it with the deck profile. All right, guys, start with the monster. Quick, you're gonna play, of course, triple copies of the brand new Mirror Sword Knight. This card is obviously the best illusion monster in the deck, in my personal opinion. And what this card does, if this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle. And you can only use each of the following effect of Mirror Sword Knight once per turn. This card's quick effect, so you can tribute this card, special on one monster from your deck that mentions Chimera Fusion, except for Mirror Sword Knight. What this card basically does, you tribute it, you basically special summon your Gazelle, birth ferment directly from the deck, which is absolutely insane. It's also a quick effect, which is really important because you can utilize this effect during your opponent's turn. And when a monster your opponent controls activate its effect, while you control Chimera, the flying mythical beast, quick effect, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard, negate that effect. So not only does this card kind of have like a tour guide effect where it's able to tutor out any of your illusion monsters that list Chimera Fusion in its text directly from your deck, but it's also built in monster negate, which is absolutely insane. So you kind of want to open up with Mirror Sword Knight in your first opening hand, and this card alone is also a 1-card combo in the deck as well, which is absolutely insane. So you want to maximize yourself by actually playing 3 copies of Mirror Sword Knight. This card's insane. Next, similar to Mirror Sword Knight, you're playing Cornfield Coatl. Whatever this card's name is, this card is amazing. What this card does is that you can discard this card, add 1 monster that mentions Chimera Fusion from your deck to your hand. So based at this point, you're playing 6 copies of Mirror Sword Knight in the deck, because you want to utilize Cornfield's effect to search Mirror Sword Knight, which is absolutely insane, or any of your missing combo pieces like your Gazelle or birth ferment directly from your deck to your hand. And its secondary ability is similar to Mirror Sword Knight's, where it reads quick effect. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card you control, while you control a Chimera, the flying mythical beast, quick effect, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard, negate that effect. So this card negates targeting effects. So let's say you want to stop cards like Cosmic Cyclones, cards like Compulsory Evacuation Device. Cornfield is actually really good for that, to stop those targeting abilities while you control Chimera, the flying mythical beast, which is absolutely insane. So this searches Mirror Sword Knight, and I'll showcase you guys a 1-card combo utilizing Cornfield or Mirror Sword Knight, because this card is basically Mirror Sword Knight, right? So that's pretty much it for your starters or your searchers. Next off, you'll play, of course, double copies of Big Wing birth ferment and 2 copies of the Gazelle, the King of the Mythical Claws. What these cards do are absolutely amazing. Obviously, they're way better than their old counterparts, and this is obviously the new revamped or retrained version, which is absolutely ridiculous. What birth ferment does is that if this card is normal summon or special summon, you can add 1 level 4 or lower beast monster, which is either Gazelle, or you can add Springin's Kit if you're playing the branded variation, which I'll further explain through the deck profile, and or 1 Chimera Fusion from your deck to your hand. So when this card is summoned, it's a 2-for-1 search. You search the fusion and also level 4 beast monster directly from your deck to your hand. And Mirror Sword Knight can bring this card out directly from the deck, which is absolutely insane on why Mirror Sword Knight is really important in the deck. And what this card does is that if this card is sent to the graveyard as a material for fusion summon, you can target 1 illusion monster in graveyard and special summon it. So not only does it search, but if it's used as fusion material, you basically get to revive a card like Mirror Sword Knight directly from your grave, which is absolutely insane to tag out into more of your illusion monsters, which is ridiculous, right? So this is one of the best cards in the entire deck. And Gazelle, the King of Mythical Claws, what this card does, if this card is normal summon or special summon, you can have one level 5 Fiend monster or one Chimera fusion directly from your deck to your hands. So similar effect as Birth Format, but it only searches one, either the fusion, and you can also search Birth Format directly from your deck to your hand, which is really good. And this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion summon. You can have one illusion monster directly from your deck to your hand. So the whole entire deck searches each other, and especially combining Gazelle with the Branded package is just insane, because Gazelle can search your starter, which is Mirror Sword Knight, directly from your deck to your hand, which is really powerful. So the deck just works really well with each other, and combining itself off with the Brandeds, which I'm about to showcase you guys in a sec, makes this anime deck very, very viable. So we're playing Yugi deck in 2023, and it's about to be really, really strong. And last but not least, you want to play, of course, triple copies of Chimera Fusion. This card is absolutely ridiculous. Just more copies of Branded in red for the deck. And what this card does is during the main phase, you can fusion one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as material, including a beast or fiend monster. So it helps you get access to your Chimera during your opponent's turn. And what this card does is during your main phase, this card is in your graveyard and you have Chimera, the flying mythical beast, on your field or in the grave, you can activate one of these effects. You can either add this card to your hand or banish this card. And if you do, especially on both Gazelle and Birth Format, directly from your deck or graveyard, but you're obviously not playing those bricks in the deck. You want to utilize the Chimera Fusion as a quick play fusion spell to be able to recur itself from the graveyard back to your hand, so you can get access to Guardian Chimera during your opponent's turn. So this card is absolutely insane, and this pretty much rounds off for your illusion engine of the deck. Obviously, when it comes to Age of Overload or Overlord, the next set is coming out. It's going to be introducing more illusion support. So you're obviously going to be combining that into your illusion deck, but right now we need to combine one of the best fusion engines in the game right now, which I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit further in a sec. With illusions, I believe these two engines work really well with each other and is the only proper way to play this deck for now. All right, guys, next we're playing a small Branded package of 3 Fallen Albaz. Absolutely insane. Really works really well. Branded Fusion, and Branded Fusion is a 1-card basically FTK for this deck right here, which I'll further explain. But I maximize myself on playing triple Fallen Albaz. This card is just too crucial not to play. Next off, double copies of Aliber. Really awesome to search your Branded Fusion. 1 copy of Springgan's Kit, and 1 copy of Tri-Brigade Mercourier to round off for all the Branded cards that you're playing in the deck. You can play Cartesia and also Realm if you guys want to. It's all up to personal preference, but I want to kind of focus on the Chimera package and the Illusion package as much as possible. So I'm utilizing the Branded engine just to complement the Chimera or the Illusion engine for this deck. But if you guys want to throw in Cartesia and you guys want to throw in Realm, you guys can go ahead and do so. But this right here is just the bare minimum that you guys need when it comes to utilizing the Branded engine with the Illusion engine for this fusion anime deck right here. So Aliber, Springgan's Kit, and also Mercourier. This card's in Negate, which is absolutely insane. And Springgan Kid is level 4 beast, which you can easily search with Birth Format directly from your deck to your hand, which is really good for follow-ups, right? So that pretty much rounds off for your Branded monster engine. You're also playing 3 copies of Branded Fusion. This card is obviously a 1-card starter in the deck. No need to further explain on why Branded Fusion is just absolutely broken in any Branded based decks. Triple copies of Branded Opening. You want to see your Branded Fusion as much as possible. You can still combo out with just your illusion cards like Mirror Sword Knight, but obviously opening up with Branded cards just makes your board even more unbreakable. So opening is also insane. And last but not least, you want to play, of course, the 1 Branded White. You need this for your combo, which I'll further explain as I progress through the combo segment in this video. So 1 white. Next off, I'm also playing an additional fusion engine, which is, of course, 2 copies of Edge in Chain, 3 copies of Frightful Patchwork, and last but not least, 2 copies of Polymerization to round off for your additional fusion engines that you're playing in this deck. I find that sometimes if your Branded engine gets interrupted with Ash Blossom and stuff like that, you still want to be able to fusion summon into your Branded fusion monsters to get your engine going. So these are just the best extenders in my personal opinion, and it complements really well with the Illusion engine, obviously. And on top of that, your Branded Fusions is just a bait, you know, like if it gets baited, if it gets Ash, you can still play because you have access to Fallen Albaz in your deck. You're playing 3 copies of that. So using your Albaz and Polymerization ensures that your combos can still go through, even if you get Ashed on the Branded Fusion. and the Burferman and also Mythical Claws can still trigger off their effects when they're used as a fusion material. So opening up these cards are just absolutely insane, just in case your Brandon Fusion gets stopped. So this is just like additionally one of the best ways to just further extend your combos if you get interrupted, and helps you play through a bunch of hand traps other than draw, obviously. So that's pretty much it for your additional fusion engine. Next off, for your non-engine, you'll play triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Absolutely insane. I am main decking triple Drone Lockbird. This card is obviously like the best hand trap this format. I recommend you guys maximize some on actually playing 3 Drone Lockbirds, because there's lots of combo decks going on in this meta right now post Dune. So Drone Lockbird is just insane. Double copies of triple Tactic Talents, and last but not least, 1 copy of Called by the Grave Piranha for your 9 non-engine cards that you can play in this deck. So these cards are interchangeable. Only thing that I wouldn't recommend on changing is Drone Lockbird. These other 6 you guys can go ahead and just substitute it for whatever card you guys would like, you know, based on the meta of your regionals, YCS, or even your locals. This 9 is interchangeable for the 9 cards you guys would like. All right, guys, now off to your extra deck, you want to start off with 2 copies of Chimera, the King of the Mythical Beasts, and 1 copy of Chimera, the Illusion Beast. These are the 2 new Illusionist cards that came out of Duelist Nexus. And what Chimera, the King of Phantom Beast, does is it requires 1 beast and 1 feed monster, so obviously Birthman and Grizel. And this card name becomes Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast, while on the field or in the graveyard, so it triggers off your Chimera Fusion. And on summon, you can activate this effect, send 1 random card from your opponent's hand to the grave during the end phase. This card is like a mini hand loop. And the secondary ability reads that during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can manage this card from your graveyard, target 1 beast, fiend, or illusion monster in graveyard, and special summon it. So this card is one of the best extenders in the deck, being able to just summon Mirror Sword Knight during your opponent's turn, tributed to get out cards like Burferman or Mythical Claws during your opponent's turn. Not only does this card rip a card out of your opponent's hand, but the follow-ups this card is able to provide is just absolutely insane. By being able to bring out Mirror Sword Knight from the grave, tribute it, bring out Burferman or Gazelle directly from the deck, or you can revive those cards from your graveyard. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So Chimera, the Phantom Beast, absolutely insane. And Chimera, the Illusion Fusion. This card names becomes Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast, while on the field or in the graveyard. This card can attack monsters a number of times each battle phase, up to the number of materials used for it. So this card has potential to get rid of multiple monsters on the field, which is ridiculous. And this card battles a monster. Neither can be destroyed by that battle. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent monster, you can change that monster's attack to 0. Also negates the effect. So this card is able to just ult TK your opponent with absolute ease. So that's pretty much it for the Chimera Fusion that you're playing in the deck. 2 copies of Phantom Beast and 1 copy of Illusion Beast. Next off, for your Brandon engine, you're gonna play, of course, double copies of Mirror Jade, obviously 1 Titanic Clad, double copies of Lubellion, 1 Predator Plant Draco Stapelia. These are just very standard. 1 copy of Albion, 1 copy of Brigand. This card is able to search your Mercurier, which is insane. And one of the most important combo piece for the deck is double copies of Rimbrum that you're playing in the extra deck. The reason why this is important is because it requires Fallen Alabast plus 1 beast, beast warrior, or winged beast monster to fusion summon it. So usually off Brandon Fusion, you send Gazelle, and you also send your Fallen Alabast to the graveyard to make Rimbrum right here, which is absolutely insane. Which starts off your Illusion engine, which is absolutely ridiculous on why the Brandon engine works really well with the Phantom Beast engine right here. So that's pretty much round for the Brandon. Obviously, the best fusion monster in your deck right here is double copies of Guardian Chimera. It's a Guardian Chimera turbo deck, you know what I'm saying? Like one of the best interruptions for the entire deck, hands down. And being able to make this card off, you know, Chimera Fusion is just absolutely insane. Just Chimera Fusion is basically your more copies of Brandon Red for the deck right here. So that pretty much rounds off for all the cards you're playing the extra deck. Let's go on with some of the bread and butter combos that you must utilize when it comes to playing this deck. All right, guys, welcome to the comments. In this video, I'm going to show you guys 2 bread and combo that you guys must utilize when it comes to playing the brand new Phantom Beast Illusion Yugi modal style deck right here. The deck is absolutely insane. But before we begin, guys, make sure to get your Supreme Pro sleeves today at tx1.com, the best sleeves in the entire game. You guys already know all the pro players use these sleeves, and it's the best protection that your cards will ever have. I guarantee it. Make sure you guys use the code PAC10 or Potato10 for 10% off your entire sleeve orders. I got bundles where you guys can purchase and save a ton of money on. So there's a bundle where you guys buy 18, you guys get 12 packs for absolutely free. So guys, get your sleeves today in the link down below at tx1.com. And guys, extra deck sleeves are restocking by the end of the month. So make sure you guys get ready because these sleeves are coming. Best sleeves in the entire world, guys. Look at this. You guys want to master the gliding? Get these sleeves today. Look at that. Isn't that sexy or what? Absolutely insane. All right, guys. One card combo. Cornfield Colt is probably just like the best one card start in the deck. It's either this or Mirror Sword Knight. So you're gonna activate Colt's effect. A Quotal effect, send it to the grave. Right here, you're gonna search your Mirror Sword Knight. You're gonna normal summon Mirror Sword Knight. Activate Sword Knight's effect. Look, you guys have, this is just off one card. You guys will see how crazy this is. Like just one card, okay? You're gonna activate Mirror Sword Knight by triggering yourself to special summon Burfermet directly from the deck. On summon a Burfermet, you're gonna activate Burfermet's effect. You're gonna search Chimera Fusion and also Gazelle directly from your deck to your hand. Now what you're gonna do is that you're gonna activate Chimera Fusion. You're gonna fuse these two from field in hand right here. Special summon, of course, your Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts right here, which is absolutely insane. Now you're gonna use your chain links. You're gonna go chain link 1. Actually, I like to do chain link 3. Chain link 3 Chimera, chain link 2 Burfermet, and chain link 1 Claws. So that way you can't get Belt or Ash and you play around that. So chain link 3 Chimera will activate its effect. During the end phase, you send one random card from your opponent's hand to the grave. Chain link 2 Burfermet will special summon back Mirror Sword Knight from the grave. And chain link 1 Gazelle, the King of Mythical Claws, will activate its effect to search any illusion monster directly for your deck to your hand. So you can search another Mirror Sword Knight or Cornfield Colt. It doesn't matter what you search, but it's just like a free search of Gazelle, which is absolutely insane. And now what you do next is very simple. Since you control Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts, you're gonna activate Chimera Fusion effect to add this card back to your hand, which is insane. And now you're gonna set the Chimera Fusion. During the end phase, you're gonna activate Chimera's effect to nuke one card out of your opponent's hand. So I'm gonna just indicate this as one card, like kind of like one disruption that you took out of your opponent, right? And this is pretty much it. This is your end board. It doesn't look like the strongest end board, but you'll see. During your opponent's draw phase, you're gonna activate Mirror Sword Knight. Okay, a draw phase, you activate Mirror Sword Knight, tribute itself. You're gonna special summon, of course, Big Wing Burfermet directly from the deck. You're gonna activate Burfermet's effect. You're gonna search Chimera Fusion and also Spring Yan's Kit directly from your deck to your hand. So this is during your opponent's turn. You're literally getting 2 more free cards added to your hand, which is absolutely insane. And now let's say your opponent summons something. Let's say they summon an Overraptor. They will use this effect. They obviously don't have miss. You know, they can't be that good. Or like they summon any normal summon effect. Tour Guide, Overraptor, whatever. Drunk Synchron, whatever. You're going to use Mirror Sword Knight's effect. You're going to use Mirror Sword Knight's effect to banish yourself from the grave. Okay? Okay, negate that effect. So that's 2 interruptions already. Alright, that's 2 interruptions. The first interruption was the mini hand loop. Now it's second interruption. Okay? Mirror Sword Knight. So now let's say they summon more monsters. They try to extend their combo plays. You activate Chimera Fusion. Okay? You're going to fuse Burfermet and also Chimera. And also the Cornfield Colt that's in your hand. Okay? To summon Guardian Chimera. Right here. Okay? Guardian Chimera is going to be chain link 1. Okay? And Big Win Burfermet chain link 2. So now what's going to happen is that Chimera is going to be chain link 1. And then, of course, Big Win Burfermet is going to be chain link 2. Burfermet can special summon, of course, a illusion monster from the graveyard. And the monster that you want to summon from the grave is, of course, your Cornfield Colt. Right here. Chimera is going to pop 2 cards. So I'm going to add 2 more interruptions to this. So total 1 negate, 1 hand loop, 2 pops, and a draw. They're drawing 1 random card that's in your hand, which is absolutely insane. And then what you can do is that you can activate your Chimera, King of the Phantom Beasts. If you need to wall up, you activate this card's effect in the graveyard, banish itself from the grave, special summon back, of course, Gazelle, King of Mythical Claws, back from the graveyard, activate Claws effect. You're going to search another copy of Chimera Fusion directly from your deck to your hand. So this will be pretty much the end for your opponent. So you have a total of 4 disrupts with just 1 card, which is absolutely insane. You're drawing 1 off Chimera Fusion, you're popping 2, and you also have a hand rip and also a monster negate, which is absolutely insane. These are all the cards that you searched, plus the additional 4 cards you have in your starting hand, and you're also drawing 1 card per turn. So in your starting turn for the following turn, you have 9 cards in your hand. Like, isn't that crazy? Off just 1 card. Just off 1 card, and you have access to Random Fusion with Kid. Like, this is just absolutely insane. And the deck is just absolutely scary, guys. This is just off 1 card, by the way. 1 card. Let's go on with the Branded Fusion combo real quick. All right, guys. Next combo is very simple. All you need is Branded Fusion. And this card is like one of the best 1-card starters in the entire deck. And obviously, you have 5 cards in your opening hand. You just need 2 cards to just replace during the combo right here. So still a 1-card combo, but start off with 4 other cards in your hand. These 2 cards. It's literally Branded Fusion and 2 discards. You know what I'm saying? So, Branded Fusion. You're going to activate Branded Fusion right here. You are going to send Claw. And of course, Fallen Albaz to the grave. To summon your Rinbrum right here. Absolutely insane. You're going to activate your Gazelle's effect to search your Mirror Sword Knight directly from your deck to your hand. You're going to normal summon your Mirror Sword Knight. Activate Sword Knight's effect. Tribute itself. To special summon, of course, Big Wing Berfomet directly from the deck. Trigger off Berfomet's ability. You're going to search Chimera Fusion. And also Springand's Kit directly from your deck to your hand. Which is absolutely ridiculous, okay? Now, since you have a fusion monster that mentions Fallen Albaz, you can special summon your Springand's Kit from your hand. Once Kit is summoned, you're going to activate Kit's effect. You're going to search your Branded in White directly from your deck to your hand. You're going to replace the 1 card that's randomly in your hand to your deck right here, which is really, really good. So it just replaces itself. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to activate your Chimera Fusion. You're going to fuse these 2 cards right here. Absolutely ridiculous. To make your Chimera the Phantom Beast. Activate Chimera Chainlink 2. And then you're going to trigger off your Big Wing Berfomet Chainlink 1. Berfomet is going to be able to special summon Mirror Sword Knight from your graveyard. And this card is going to loop a card out of your opponent's hand. Same combo as the first one now, but with an additional branded package. Next, you're going to activate your Branded in White. This becomes Miracle Fusion, so you can banish your Albaz and also the Big Wing Berfomet from your graveyard. The fusion summon into your Lubellion, okay? Activate Lubellion's effect to ditch the card that's in your hand, the 1 random card. You're going to fuse with Lubellion and also the Albaz to make your Mirror Jade. Absolutely insane. Now what you do next is that you're going to activate your Mirror Jade's effect, sending, of course, your Brigand as cost to the grave. In response to Mirror Jade's effect, you're going to activate your Ringbrum's effect to negate the Mirror Jade. You just want to send the Brigand to the graveyard. So now this effect is now live during your opponent's turn because this effect is negated by Ringrum. Now what you're going to do is that you're going to activate your Chimera Fusion to add itself back to your hand. You're going to reset it. During the end phase, you're going to activate your Brigand's effect. You're going to search Tri-Brigade Mercourier directly from your deck to your hand. So with just 1 card, you basically got 3 disruptions. So this is like 7 negates right here, which is absolutely insane. So you got like additional like 7 negates plus crazier follow-ups. So far you ripped 1. So that's 1 disruption off Chimera. You ripped 1. They start off with 5 cards. Rimrum, 2 disruptions. And also a potential bounce, which is insane. Mirror Sword Knight, 3 disruptions. Mirror Jade, 4 disruptions. Mercourier, 5 disruptions. And Chimera, pop 2, draw 1. Get additional 2 disruptions. So this is literally 7 interruptions right here, which is 1 card. 7 interruptions. Plus follow-up because you can send Albion, search Branded Fusion. Like, there are so many crazy plays. They can't beat this. Like, it's impossible to crack. You know, like, they have to hard open up the draw, man. You know what I'm saying? To be able to crack a board like this. You have 7 interruptions with just 1 card, Branded Fusion. Which is absolutely insane. So, Chimera's also coming out. Pop 2, draw 1. Like, the deck is just absolutely insane. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this deck profile. Be sure to get your Supreme Pro sleeves today and the link down below at tx1.com. And save the day because end of the month, the Supreme Pro TX1 Holo Collection is restocking. So, guys, stay tuned for that end of July. And that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts about this deck in the comments below. And this is your boy Sam from Team Sam signing out. All right, guys. Peace.